Here now.
Yes.
So, hello everyone. Have a happy, what is today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday evening. I am Dawn Jett. I'm the co-founder of Spruce Micro. If you don't already know that, I am behind all the protocols that you see on our Instagram portfolio. We see patients both in clinic in Broussard, Louisiana, for microneedling and customized skincare protocols, as well as virtual all over the United States, all over the world, really, but primarily all over the United States. And those patients have different protocols that basically the skincare alone gives them the results. And Shanna is one of those patients with amazing, amazing results. And so she is going to share her story first. And then I have another guest that's going to come on afterwards. And then at the end of the call, we'll answer all of your questions. So if you have any questions, you can ask any of us, any of your questions, and we're happy to answer them. So Shanna, the floor is all yours.
Thank you. Like she said, my name is Shanna. I started with Spruce last April, so I've been a client for about a year now. And I feel like my story is probably a lot like so many women out there. We're dealing with hormones, which are not fun. With pregnancy became melasma for me, hyperpigmentation. I've always had kind of acne prone skin. And so if there was a product out there that promised that it could fix it, I did it. I bought it. I tried it. I did the treatments. I mean, literally, I have tried. I don't want to say everything because there are things I haven't tried, but I mean, I have thrown the lunchbox at this face. And truly, and the picture that she had shared before was my very first check-in photo. It was terrible. I have a 4-year-old, soon to be 5-year-old, and it was truly after I had her. My skin has never been great, but after I had her, I just noticed a significant decline, truly, in my skin. And it got to the point I didn't want to leave my house. I didn't want to be around people I knew. It was so embarrassing because it's not just a surface level problem. It is something that when you look in the mirror, you're like, who is this? This is not me. And it wasn't from lack of trying. I'm telling you, I don't even want to calculate how much money I have spent trying to fix a problem that honestly sometimes I made worse. And it was frustrating. And it was like, I think that I'm just this girl that's just stuck with this skin that I'm living in that I hate. And so it really got to the point, I think I noticed it the most when I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to go to my
Yeah.
kids' events, like you're missing out on so much life. But at the same point, we are like, I always tell my kids, like, I'm a girl trying to live my one and only life too. Like, I want to be comfortable. And if I'm not comfortable, then it's hard for me to step outside of my comfort zone and just go and be the person that everybody wants you to be and who I want to be. And so my friend Amanda, I've known her since high school, and she kept posting these photos. And Amanda's beautiful, always been beautiful, but she struggled with melasma just like I did. And literally knowing her as my friend and then seeing her transformation truly, and not only her transformation of her skin, but she was so confident. You can see that inner spirit come out when somebody finally feels good about themselves. And so it's like, okay, I watched her for a while. I didn't do it because once again, here's the other thing. All of these, I don't want to say anything negative, but influencers, right? Like they'll push any product that will make them $1. Like I want somebody to tell me it's going to work. And I don't care to spend the money on it, but I also don't want to be falsely led. And so
Right.
we are living in a world now that it is very, very hard to trust a recommendation because everything has a link to it, right? Everything has a penny, and I know that's just the way the world works, but it's different when there's tried and true products, and it's different when you're changing a product every 2 weeks. That's your new
Right.
favorite. And
Right.
so I was a little skeptical, and so it took me a little bit. It took me a little bit to jump on that train, but I think I finally had hit rock bottom that I'm like, you know what? Really last ditch effort. I'm going to try this. I had been to the dermatologist. I had been in their skincare side. I had been a frequent flyer. And so finally I did it. And I'm not going to lie, when I took those before pictures, I think that was the hardest moment of my life. Truly, like you get to a point that you're like, oh my God, I can't even submit these to the people that are going to fix this. Like
Yeah.
I like tear up thinking about it because it's like I remember mentally being in that place of like, I don't know that I could even submit this to these people. So anyways, That's where I was. So if you're there, this is the right place to be, truly. Um, so I started with spruce. I'm not gonna lie, like, sometimes it gets worse before it gets better. It did instantly start, I could start seeing a change, truly. Like, it was one of those things. I'm like, okay, we're getting rid of melasma, but I'm really red. I'm really peeling. I mean, I have gone in public, I'm like, sorry, like, I'm peeling all these layers off, but eventually it's going to be beautiful. And so when I tell you, it's not without a little bit of effort and a little bit of being uncomfortable, but I was already uncomfortable. So what's a little bit more uncomfortable? It was kind of that
Right.
realm that I just knew I trusted you, and I knew if you were committed, I was committed. So I was like, we're going to do this and we're going to see what happens. And this right now is the result. And I'm not finished. This is every
Mhm.
week, I swear I get a little bit more like improvement. I'm blown away. And so
Mhm.
um it's one of those things that if you are frustrated and you're exhausted and you feel like there really is nothing, there is. I can tell you that. This is me being completely raw. Obviously, I had to create an Instagram to do this because I am not a person that wants to be in the spotlight. But I do know that if my story can help one woman feel the way I feel after how I felt, then it's worth it. And so it is life changing. Like I said in the beginning, yes, there's redness, there's dryness, there's peeling. But I also knew I had to get that old skin off before I could reveal the new skin. All those years of damage, all those years of products that clogged my pores or made things worse. Like, there is a reversal process that goes
Mhm.
into reversing the damage before you can start repairing. And so just stick with it. If you're a new sprucey, it is worth it. I promise you. I no longer am peeling. Sometimes I have a little redness, but mostly, like, this is today. I have done nothing but my morning skincare. I have no makeup on except for I do have a little mascara on, and I have on Color Science sunscreen. I have nothing on. I wear nothing. You would have
Mhm.
never caught me dead leaving the house without makeup on, even though it still looked terrible. It looked terrible, but it was like a layer of like a shield between me and the world. I don't know. It's the
Mhm.
weirdest thing. It didn't look good, but it made me feel like, okay. So the other thing I will say, about 2 weeks ago. So I've been spruce since last April. Truly was when I first signed on. Got my first protocol probably end of April.
Mhm.
And so I am very consistent. I'm not saying that I haven't missed an AM or PM regimen because I have. I'm human. I've done it, but 99.9% of the time, I'm doing exactly what they tell me to do. Very little hiccups in my regimen. But about 2 weeks ago, I will say I'm very acne prone. And something else that I think has made a huge difference, and this may be a fluke, but I started the new Spruce RX. It was the Ignite product that I ordered. I started it 2 weeks ago. And from 2 weeks ago, if I would have a picture, you can still kind of see a couple little spots that are healing here,
Mhm.
but my acne is almost non-existent. I'm waking up with healing versus new breakouts, like what I was typically um,
Mhm.
and getting. And so I do think, man, I've loved all the products. I've loved the Obagi. I've loved the Hydrinity products. And let me tell you, I used Obagi before, but guess what? I
Mhm.
didn't have. I didn't have guidance.
Mhm.
I had bought this whole kit. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have anybody to encourage me through the tough times. And so these are products that I've had like in my hands before. And it
Right.
came to a point that then I just didn't trust them because I wasn't guided. That is
Mhm.
the huge thing with Spruce is like the guidance that you get in somebody saying, no, 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 this is normal. Keep going. This is normal. It's like a personal trainer, like,
Mhm.
I think I broke my leg. No, you're fine. You're just rebuilding it. Like, I mean, there's a total difference in that. And so I do think your Spruce RX products that you just came out with, I've only tried the one. It's fabulous. I noticed a huge difference. Like I said, the Obagi, the Hydrinity products. Yes, these are products that people can get over the counter. I get that. You can buy them. Go for it. I did it. And I failed miserably because I wasn't layering them properly. I wasn't pairing them properly. I wasn't switching my protocol when I needed to switch it. And all that matters.
Mhm.
How you're doing it, how much you're using, the consistency, the dosaging, all of it matters. And I'm not smart enough to figure that out. And I don't want to figure it out. I got 3 kids. We run a business. We got lots going on. I leave it to Dawn, and Dawn does a fabulous job. So truly life-changing from the bottom of my heart, Dawn. Thank you. Like, I don't love being on lives, and I definitely don't love crying, but it really is worth it. So if you do one thing for yourself, if you make one investment in yourself, to me, I think your skin, I think your smile, I think all of that is the best accessory you could go through life with.
Mhm.
It is better than any, name brand purse or the best clothes in the world or the fanciest vehicle, right? Like the face that you put forward out into the world makes you who you are, and it's so important, and it literally will change you from the inside out. So I love it. I'm hooked on it. I think it's one of the best investments truly that I have ever done. And I'm not here to sell anybody on anything. What I am here to do though is if you are in that rut like I was, and truly rock bottom, like I mean it just it rocked my world how bad I felt about myself. And also I didn't want my kids to see me like that, right? Like I tell them they're beautiful all the time. And
Mhm.
I'm not able to do the same for myself. And so if you're that woman or man or whoever, take the leap of faith, trust them, trust the process, and give it a try, because I promise you, 1 year in, you will thank yourself so much for giving yourself that love and attention that you so desperately needed. So that's my story. I'm happy to share it with you guys. Thank you for having me, Dawn. I don't know if you have
Yeah.
any other questions for me.
No, I want to piggyback on so much stuff, but I'll keep talking.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, and I'm noticing how ready. So like when she says reactions, I am forever testing new
Yeah.
protocols, and
Yeah.
I'm testing one. So I'm red right now. And but like you said, like it's not the end of the world. You're not gonna
No.
die, and it's just gonna look so good after you go through that.
Yes.
Um, so what we'll do right now, this is a little bit different than what we normally do. You'll hop off. I'll have MaryAnn hop on so she can be full face. Because I think it's so powerful. Like when someone can really
Oh
see you
yeah.
talking, like the realness. Like this is raw. I had no idea what she was gonna say.
I didn't
And like
either.
she said, she had, she had kind of like a rut. Like she's acne prone. So I'm not solving an acne problem. I'm not. No one is out there. Skincare that comes from within, and the fact that like the skincare is really made your barrier so strong and resilient that you're just resisting it because hormones is what's causing it ultimately. And
Yes.
the new Spruce RX, yes, I love it. It was a big risk for us to go out on our own and do that, but we've gotten nothing but great feedback. And I knew you guys were gonna love it, but I'm so like I saw your pictures today when you sent them to me. I was like, I'm telling you, it was my day maker. Like all day, I was
Yay.
smiling. I was like, she looks
Yay.
so freaking good. And
Yeah.
then when I looked back at your before pictures, I was like, oh my God, she looks so freaking good. Like,
I did
and
the
look at you
same.
and look at you in person. Like, how? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But let me quit
Yeah.
talking because I'll keep going. And so I'll let you hop off and let MaryAnn hop back on, and then you hang out for a few minutes. MaryAnn's long-winded like me, so we'll shut her up a little early, and then
Yeah.
I'll let you guys both get back on, and anybody can ask us questions that you
Okay.
have. Thank you
Okay.
so much. All
You're
right,
welcome. Bye.
bye-bye. Hello, hello.
We did it.
We did it. I think when we were practicing, it was really my fault because I am in a tourist area right now, and my Wi-Fi wasn't on. So
Okay,
I think it was my fault. I'll take the blame for that.
that's okay.
I was
It's
blaming you, but
technology, so
it's technology. Okay, so I'll just let you get started with your story.
oh gosh, Dawn. Here we are again. Um, so oh my gosh, it's been 3 years now. 3 years since I started with Spruce and going back 3 years ago. Um, I battled from melasma, hyperpigmentation. I'm very acne prone as well. I've always been that way since I was a kid. And then just growing up as a teenager, I've always had acne. And you can tell from my face before I started with Spruce. So 3 years ago, I was scrolling on Facebook, Instagram. It was during, Thanksgiving. And I ran into your page and I was like, oh no, this is not real, because I've tried so many products. I mean, spent thousands and thousands with getting my melasma treated. There was nothing out there that could possibly do what was done with my face and my skin. So I battled melasma for, oh gosh, I don't know, 13, 14 years. Because Haley's 16 now. So, and I never thought that, I didn't know what it was, but I never thought that my face would ever change. I got to a point where I accepted the way I looked, because I tried so much product, so many products out there. Nothing worked for me. It just made it worse. Um, and I mean, I just never, I was so depressed. I always had to put makeup on every time I run an errand, go to the store. When I had family members come over, I put makeup on really quick. I'm like, okay, let me cover up, the melasma on my face. And it just made it worse. And like I said, I got to a point where I accepted the way I looked. I was constantly trying to find solutions on how to cover it up, and not so much a product that would like completely eliminate it, because I got to a point where nothing was working for me. So I was just concentrating on what can I do to cover it, right? And here I am. I mean, 3 years later, I don't have any melasma at all. I mean, I'll break out here and there, and I'll call Dawn, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, I have an acne on my chin. What do I do? I don't
burn my forehead
Yeah,
with my curling iron.
yes, that too. And so I tried Obagi before. It was like back in 2007, but I didn't have the guidance. It was a kit that was given to me at a med spa. Not given to me, I bought it, obviously. But, I tried it. I did the 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, whatever, how many steps it was. I can't remember now. But I didn't have that guidance, the guidance that I have here, that we have here with Spruce. Um, the protocol is customized for every individual. Nobody's protocol is the same. So my protocol is not going to be the same as, anybody else's. So anyway, going back, I was scrolling on Facebook and I found you. I didn't sign up right away, because I was like, this is too good to be true. I was scrolling on your page. I was looking at before and after pictures, and I thought, I spent thousands of dollars already. Like, what do I have to lose, right? So I took a leap of faith, and that was the best decision that I've ever made for myself and my skin. I got my confidence back. I mean, you would never see me on live on Facebook. Like, I'm I'm very friendly. I'm a very people person, but I've never been that way. And I feel and I know, and God's my witness, you've given me my confidence back 100%. Like, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram more and more now, showing myself bare skin. Like, I have nothing to be shy about. If I can change one life, if I can change one person's outcome on the transformation on their skin, like, I've I I'll feel good about it. It's very rewarding to me too, and not just you, Dawn, but for me as well, because I've walked in their shoes. I was that person. And gosh, my husband, every day he says, your skin looks amazing. And just here recently, when you changed my protocol, and the um the RX, Spruce RX, has I've only been on it, what, a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, and it's just crazy. My skin,
Love it.
the dead skin is like falling off. Like, oh my gosh. I'm like, where is this coming from? Because I thought I was done peeling, you know? And I know that when you wash your face, like what you always say, you wash your face, you may not see it physically, but when you're washing your face every day, you know, there's skin that's coming off. But this was literally like I was putting on my moisturizer last night and it was like there was skin all over the counter and I'm thinking, where is this coming from? And I know exactly what it was. It's because my protocol changed and not because, you know, it's changed for the better because it's triggering all that dead skin that's on my face, that's still on my face, and it just cleans it up and cleans it up every single day. I've noticed the difference, and my husband notices it, and it's truly amazing. It's life changing. Like, you know, like everybody else says, we're not here to sell. We're not here to, you know. I'm just here to share my experience and to share that. There's hope. There is hope. There's truly hope out there. And if I can be, you know, if I can make a difference in somebody's life, I've done my job.
How fast did you get results?
Oh my gosh, 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Two
2 months, my
months.
last.
So that's one reason I love to have
Yeah.
MaryAnn. I know you guys have seen MaryAnn before, and she said she's never been on. She would never imagine going on Facebook Live. She's been on Times Square now for us. Who would have ever thought, right? But
Yeah.
you are on. I see you on Facebook all the time now. Like, and I always notice your skin. Like you're on there a good bit, and I can just see a difference from like your before pictures that you submitted. Just like I can just see the confidence change from the photos. Like
Yeah.
I feel like you're like a different person. But you did get results after 2 months, and here you are 3 years later.
Mhm.
No melasma. Yes, we do boost your protocol every once in a while because if I didn't, it wouldn't like your skin would just go
Right.
back. I nor anybody else is changing the fact that you have melasma and hormones. No one's changing that.
Mhm.
We're changing your protocols so that we can maintain those results and boost it every once in a while to trick those skin cells into thinking and acting like they're younger, and that's the whole trick. But I mean, look how, I mean, here she is living proof of how amazing her skin looks. And I'm pretty certain that you only wear sunscreen, right? Or you
Yeah,
don't even have
I don't
this.
have
Yeah.
anything on. I don't even have mascara on today. I think I just put like a little bit of lip gloss and I tried to put some lipstick earlier, but I was drinking my coffee and it kind of just
Yeah.
walked off my lips. But
But
I mean, yeah, 2 months, no more melasma. It was coming back at like here and there, you know,
mhm,
but I mean, I'm on my maintenance phase now, like I shared in my previous
mhm.
video. And I'm consistent. You know,
Yeah.
that's what you have to do. I still
You
do
stay
my AM
consistent.
PM regimen. You know, I work from home, so here I am. I have this little caddy with me that I take from my office to the bedroom, and
Mhm.
my husband sees me coming in with my caddy, and he's like, "Oh, there you go again." You know. So I have like my protocol like laid out in front of my computer, and I'm like on the webinar putting on my skincare, but. I mean, the struggle is real, but it's very rewarding at the
Yeah.
end. So you know, you see it. It's you you know, you just have to do what you have to do, and that's what I did. I stayed consistent with my protocol because if I didn't, Don would be knocking on my door.
Yeah,
But,
yep, yep, yep. And she
um,
does live in a sunny location.
yeah.
Both of our guests actually live in a sunny location. She lives in California, so she's not a hermit. She's not always inside. I know that you're very
Mhm.
active outside, and and
Yeah.
like you said, sometimes it does want to peek back through whenever you go into maintenance. But when that happens, how fast does it clean up?
Oh my gosh, 2 days.
Hmm.
2 3 days. I mean, I had a burn when I went to Vegas last year for my daughter's cheer. She's in cheer, so they had a game in Vegas, and it was hot. It was like I think July or something, July or August. But it was the day of the event. We just got to the hotel, and I was curling my hair. I don't know why I was curling my hair. I was going to wear it hat anyway, but I wanted to look cute. So I was curling my hair, and I just happened to look away because my daughter was calling me, and I looked, and the curling iron burnt me on my forehead. By the time I walked out of the hotel room to the event, it was already it was dark already, right, Dawn? Because I took a picture and I sent it to Dawn, and she's like, okay, do this, that, and the other. And I had, trust me, when I travel, I bring everything with me. I don't leave anything behind. I don't like do shortcuts. I'm not like, oh, this can wait until I get back type of thing. No, I take every single skincare or bottle with me. Anyways, it took like 2 days, but she told me what to do. And then as soon as I got home, maybe 3, 4 days, that burn went away. And I have before and after pictures, and I'm dying to share them too, because it's like I have it from the day I had that burn until like the fourth day, and it was completely gone. And my husband could not believe it. He said, "This stuff is amazing for everything." I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, your
So
skin's so strong and resilient because we don't just correct. We treat you like we keep you on skin strengthening the whole time too. And so your skin's so strong and resilient that whenever we clean up like that, whether it's melasma, burn, sun damage, whatever it is, it's just so fast to like go, oh, okay, let me fix
yeah,
myself. And then it's
yeah.
like that.
And that's the same thing with acne. I mean, you know, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, and like like we always say, and I know it too, it's from the inside out. I binge eat. I mean, I'll eat whatever. I'm not like, I work out, and you have to. It's the same thing. You have to stay consistent with your skin. You have to stay consistent with your workouts if you want, if you want to look good or feel good, right? Whatever your goals are, but I mean, I'll have an acne or two. I break out a lot because, especially my chin area, I'm a nursing student. I'm stressed. I have a family. I got so many moving parts in my life that I get stressed easily, and you can see it in my face quickly. When you see acne in my face, I'm stressed. But 2 days, give it 2 days, and it disappears. It's like you wake up one morning and you're like, oh, where did that acne go? So it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
true. It truly is. And like what you said, it's my skin, because my skin is already resilient to that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And so, and like I said before, like I said earlier, that we're not solving the acne problem. That's a hormonal thing. That's a gut thing, whatever it may
Mhm.
be. I'm not solving that. No other esthetician out there is solving that. I don't care what anybody says. They're not solving it unless you go in and figure out what's going with your hormones. Which, good luck. And just all the stress, aggressors, everything that's causing that. But when your skin's strong like this, and we're doing things to help treat the symptoms, they go away so fast.
Yep.
So we'll let Shanna get back on. Let's see. Here she is. I'm inviting her back on so you guys can both be on, and then we can see if we have any questions. I know she's still watching. There you are. Okay, look at
Hey,
us.
I'm
Yeah,
back.
we did it. My little
Yay!
experiment worked. All
Yes.
right. So, if anyone has any questions, I'm gonna kind of look through, and I feel like sometimes I don't see all of them, because I'll go back and sorry, on my eyes. At the end of the day, my contacts are always kind of a little crazy. Um, I don't have any questions yet. Anybody have any questions for me, for Shanna, for MaryAnn? Like, we're happy to answer. Um, I'll tell you one question that I get over and over. I probably get this question 30 times a day, no lie, on Instagram. Like, no lie. What is, just give me, somebody said earlier on one of our posts or ads or whatever, like, just give me the product. I don't want to watch a webinar. I don't want to, just give me the product. Um, I get that. I get that, because we all want the fast answer and we all want it to be an easy answer, but that's not going to work. So if that's what you're after, like, you might not believe me and you're going to keep chasing that one product, but I'm going to tell you you're wasting your time and money and it's not going to work. And then you're going to come right back and be like, you're right. It didn't work. It didn't work. Until you decide that you want to make a commitment to your skin, like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? That's why I have people join a webinar before we take on new patients, because we are so different. We have a system that I came up with, just went in my head, that grew really, really, really fast. I was like, I know what it takes with skincare. I know what it takes to make the change. And it takes guidance. It takes changing it as your skin's changing. It's not going to work any other way. What I need today is not what I need 2 months from now. Both these ladies can tell you that I'm changing their protocols every couple of months. And, you know, like it's, you have to, even if your skin was perfect, you know, like I haven't had pigment in, gosh, probably, I don't know, 10 years. But I still boost my protocol well, I'm testing protocols all the time too, but I still will boost every once in a while just to like get those skin cells. Okay, let me start doing something going on, you know, so they're acting younger and just pushing it to the next level of correction, because my aggressors are always changing. I'm continuously aging, you know, all of those things. And so it's such a big difference in how we treat versus what everybody else does. We have a telemedicine site. The way that telemedicine typically works is you go on, you have a doctor visit, which is typically a questionnaire, whatever, and you get auto refills. And that's just it. And and then you can maybe ask questions, but you're getting a very, very, very vague answer from somebody, probably AI. That's not how it works with us. So the way that our program works basically is that you are given a check-in. So that check-in, you have an entire week to do it. So it's not like you're not tied to a certain time. You check in by submitting photos, which I'm very picky about because I have to be able to see your skin. Everybody that was with us knows that that's true. And then you do your questionnaire, and then our team then goes and looks at your history, looks at your photos, looks at your questions, and we curate a brand new protocol for you, what you need at that time. Set your next check-in, and we're checking it every 4 to 8 weeks depending on what you need. So we're very, very, very different. And before anybody ever gets started with us, I want you to know that, and I want you to know it's not easy, and I am going to make you. And I feel like every time we have new people, I still like shock people sometimes. Like I tell people up front, I'm going to make you a little red. I'm gonna make you itch. I'm gonna make you sting. I'm gonna make you burn. You're gonna call me a bitch more than one time. But at the same time, because I'm not gonna let you I'm not gonna let you I say, I know when you're not doing your protocol correctly. And like Shanna said earlier, like that, we all fall off a little bit. None of us are perfect, like even me. But I know when you're not. So I'm here to tell you, like, get back on, do this right, and you're gonna see the results. And it's just that push that you need. Like it's I would say that, you know, I always think what I'm doing is easy, but everybody tells me what I'm doing is not easy, or otherwise everyone else would be doing it the same and have the same results. But to me, that's very, very easy. But I think what the key to our whole program is just everything that we put together with the custom software and the whole system that we built, where you have such good support because you can chat with us anytime you have questions. And we are very, very responsive. And then we have that follow up over and over again. So we're very, very different. So if you want to get started, I do suggest that you join my next webinar, which is next Thursday night. I do it once a month. It's about 30-40 minutes of your time. And, you know, if it's not worth it to you, then you're going to keep your pigment. Sorry, I hate to be that blunt, but it's the truth. You will keep your pigment. But if you join in and you invest the time, like I'm telling you, if you do what I tell you to do, I don't know where I got this gift from. I mean, it's a gift from God, obviously, but I just it's something bad that happened to me. I was burned with a laser. My skin, my whole face pigmented. I have zero pigment on my face now. I figured out what to do, and I just know what works. And it doesn't matter what your pigment was caused from. I don't care if it's laser damage, hormones, whether it's post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation from acne, whatever it may be, sun damage, whatever, age spots. Like I can get rid of it all, like without a doubt. The worse it is, the more excited I get. Mm-hmm. So even though both of you were probably cringing when you sent me your pictures, I was like,
Yes.
When you said take pictures, I'm like, you want a picture of me? I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah. I was very hesitant to take pictures.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the first time I was like, oh my gosh.
And it's so funny how like and same thing with in clinic patients. They'll come in like because we take. I'm like, okay, time for your mugshot. Like it's because we're taking their pictures, in the clinic. And whenever people get started, it's always like, and it, like after, just like you guys, like now it's like, look at my skin. Look
Yeah.
how like
Yes.
it's such a difference, and it always ends up that way. It always ends up that way.
Yeah.
But I don't see any questions, so. I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. And I guess I'll let Job out the room. We're in a condo. It's one bedroom, so he has to hide in the room. I'll let you guys go. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to DM me. I'm happy to answer them. My team's happy to answer them. And yeah, thank you, ladies, so much. It
Thank
was
you
Thank
for having
you.
amazing.
us.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a
Bye.
good night.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.